What's going on, gang? This is Ian, your very friendly neighborhood Viking, coming back at you with another Motivational Monday video. This week, I'm going to tell you how to make money in metal in 2020. And the short story of it is, you don't. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me this week. I'll see you next time. Hope you have a great Monday, and hope you have an even better rest of the week. Later. All right, I'm just fucking with you. Let's actually dive into the video, and let's do this. Before we get into this week's video, I need you guys to go right here. Hit that subscribe button. Turn those notifications on so you're getting all the notifications for all of the content that we push out every single week. And with every new 100 likes, follows, any of those subscriptions to any of our 4 social media links, which is Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Every new 100 likes, we will pick a random winner out of one of those platforms, and you will get something for free from us. So please make sure you hit the notifications, go in the description of this video, find all of the links to the social media stuff, and follow them. Last week, I was talking about how everything is in the numbers. Does it actually mean anything if you need good standing social media numbers versus like maybe something becoming viral? Does that even matter anymore? And the answer is yes, it absolutely matters, because that's where all of our value is. And especially in 2020, since none of us have really done any touring or anything like that, that's where you should have sank a lot of time into, is building that market up, using those numbers to your advantage, and also understanding those numbers, because that is actually an important thing that doesn't get looked at enough. Not just having the numbers, but understanding how they work and why they work. And it'll help explain why you're receiving maybe too little attention than what you deserve. If you haven't checked that video out, please go back and just check it out. It's definitely worth watching. All right, on to this week's video. None of us are making any money. All of us are broke, and it has kicked so many musicians right in the balls. You want to know, how do you make money? How does your band make money in this market? Is there even any way? Obviously, the main things are out of the question: shows and touring. That's not happening. That's where most of us made our money. So a lot of these huge bands, or maybe the lower level nationals and stuff like that, they are broke, and a lot of people had to go back to their 9-to-5 jobs. So you want to know, how can you turn this around and actually make some money? That way you're not constantly losing money, and you're actually been able to make some money during this entire year. Well, first of all, we got to figure out, where the hell did the money go? All the money went when the touring and the shows stopped. And if we want to go back farther than that, you know, with the record sales and the way things that have been for the last, I don't know how many years, that's where the money's gone. That's why people don't sell as many records, because people don't buy them. They just stream them and steal them or whatever. Everybody knows that stuff, but that's understanding where something went should help you understand where it needs to come back, or where you can go with it. I always kind of figure you can't accurately plan for the future unless you understand the past, you know, or you're going to repeat the same mistakes that you already made. And I think a big thing that happened is that people have devalued the music. Not just the music industry, but the music in general. Because once people found out they can get it for free, it's like they don't give a shit anymore. It's like your music, or whatever you just spent your entire life putting into it, it's not important to these people. And if it is, it's only important for probably that long. And that sucks, and it's heartbreaking, but you can't sit there and dwell on that. You have to figure out how to turn that around. I have a couple ideas. You may not like them, but I think they're legitimate ideas, and we'll break those down. If you're speaking about making money through just your band, say everybody in your band has your regular 9-to-5 jobs, you're being taken care of at least semi-decently that way. But you want to know how to make money through your band right now. If you can't do shows and you can't tour, what are you going to do? A really simple way is to start an online store. This is coming from if you actually have enough merchandise to start that online store. And if you don't, you probably should. You should get some. That being said, you also need to be better salesmen or salespeople to be able to push all this stuff. Just because you start a store doesn't mean people are going to buy shit from. Understanding that will help you with your online store. Now, there's a ton of different online stores that you can open, and you can actually open them for free. Big Cartel is one of those that we used to use back in the day, and it's awesome. I think you can have 5 items and you don't have to pay for, I think, a subscription or something like that. Whatever their plans are, you can have up to 5 items on there, and that's great. And if you want to do something like that, I highly advise it. But you're going to run into issues where when you are advertising that website on Facebook or social media sites, they're going to clip that post because they don't want people to leave that platform. I've done a video on this just a couple weeks back, so you do need to be careful when it comes to that. Now, you can obviously go ahead and do some Facebook ads, and you can set those ads up to convert to that current website, where you'll be able to advertise for that, but also it's not going to completely shut down your post because you put an external link. Definitely look into something like Big Cartel if you're looking to do an online store and just make money for the band, where it's just kind of sitting there banking, and then once we can get back out, then you'll have money to sink into other venues, different types of things, other merch, gear that you guys need if you want to buy onto a tour once those start happening again. There's a bunch of different avenues you can take. Number 2, if any of you in your band feel like you are good enough to do this, you can always start giving lessons. Now, with giving lessons, I advise starting small with people that you know. And let's just say you're a regional band. People know you at least a little bit. And if you're giving lessons to some kid or something like that, or maybe some older person who's been wanting to pick up their guitar or their drums or whatever again and get back into it, that's great. People love that, and they value the shit out of it. And they will value you and your time, and they will pay you for that. So if you feel like you're good enough to do something like that, I advise doing it. Now, another great thing about giving lessons is that you're working within your community. And anytime you do anything within your community, it's always going to look good. You're going to look great as a business person. People love that. You're staying local. You win. You will always win, I promise. Now, the third option is one that I'm not 100% familiar with. Now, this is Twitch and Discord and things like that. I am not 100% in the mix with all that. I am familiar with it. I don't personally do it as of yet. I am working on a plan to be doing more stuff like that for us here. There are, I believe, donations, and you can pay for certain things like that. So if somebody would like to school me in some of that in the comments, that would be great. But I do know there are avenues to make money from that, and that's awesome. Since you can't be out, you can do things that are more personal, and you can have those kind of one-on-one clinics, and people can watch you, give lessons or something like that, or, they can watch you play your back catalog, or they can ask you questions. You can have some kind of online community because you have more knowledge than the average. And especially if you've done touring, if you've done other different things like this, people will pay to access that knowledge. Understand that everything that you do, all the experiences that you have taken in, will add up, and they can add to money at some point. So always keep that in mind. And with everything that's current, especially things like Twitch and other platforms like that, that's a great way for you to even just be at home, or be in a rehearsal space, but able to get your things out and make money from them. Number 4, live streams. Facebook has taken away live streams, and there are other ways you can do that. You can do, obviously, like YouTube, and there are other platforms that help you live stream. I think live streaming is an awesome thing because people love concerts. Actually, Cole and I just watched the Lamb of God live stream just the other day, and I think it was $15 or something like that, which is great because it's not expensive. You could have one that even is expensive, but you can take up collections. You could do like how people did pay-per-views and things like that, and you could just have it at your house. That's an awesome thing because people love live music. They love watching concerts, and this is a way for them to do it safely, and for the other artists to make that money. This is what we do. We live to play live. Now, we can't do that physically, but we can do it here. And if somebody's willing to pay us to do that, that's great. That is an awesome give and take. Any opportunity you get to do like that, take it. Because somebody is willing to give you money for it. Even if it's just like one person, somebody is willing to do that. That also is going to come down to a lot of marketing on your side. You have to give these people a reason that they want to come and watch you, and they want to pay to come and watch you. When you do your live streams, you also want to make sure that your camera quality is good and that your audio quality is good. You don't have to have a bunch of crazy different angles. Do they help? Sure. Does it add to the cinematic experience? Of course it fucking does. But you don't need them. It isn't 100% necessary. Decent quality video and decent quality audio are the key factors. If you're going to do it, sink a little bit of time into making sure it's done correctly and promote the hell out of it. I really think that you can do great things. Now the last one is basically what I'm doing. It's YouTube. I don't make any money from this, but I do work at it very hard. There's a lot of different things that I have learned from doing this for the past, I don't know how long now. With YouTube, you can make money from it. It's a very high ceiling that you have to hit to get to that point, though. And that's why I've always stressed that subscribing and all of that stuff is very important, because it is. You know, with YouTube, and I've said it 1,000 times already,
unless you get 1,000 subscribers, they don't push your content.
So it's very hard for you to get your stuff out. You also need to be into keyword research and a lot of things like that to make sure that you're nailing all of those angles and getting your content out as best as you can. I mean, the only difference between me and huge YouTubers is that they're good and their cameras are nicer and their angles and stuff are better, and they make money. I mean, but aside from that, we're pretty much exactly the same. So, yeah. But yeah, with YouTube, you know, you have to have weekly content, or a lot of people do daily content, which is crazy. The amount of shit that I have going on, I can't do daily stuff. I don't have X amount of hours like that every day to put out one of these type of videos. I wish I did, and maybe I will in the near future, as long as you keep subscribing. That might happen. It is definitely an angle that you can work. You can put the stuff out with your band. You can do individual things within the people in your band. There's a lot of different angles that you can hit. This isn't even me playing music. This is me giving band tutorials. And hopefully that pays off for me over time. With your guys' help, it actually will. So there's 5 different ways that you can make money in metal. I say metal, but I mean, you know, pretty much all music in 2020. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know if you think these are good ideas or if they are shit ideas. Seriously though, let me know what you guys think. I'm always interested in what you guys have to say. I appreciate everything. Thank you so much for checking out this week's video. I hope you have an amazing Monday. I hope you have an even better rest of the week, and I'll see you next time. Later.